time
Unity is
drinking
published by
alcohol.
EA.
That's fair.
Unity is Unity software.
Yeah, I was about to say, no
Slash
one owns
Unity
Unity.
Technologies.
Unity is its own company. They're just
Yeah, I will
idiots.
say this. This sounds like a decision that EA would make if they owned Unity,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have made the decision 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So,
Also, congratulations, Unity. You are now pushing people to Godot even faster.
I
Good job.
was given a great compliment today.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. You see, I entered the morning meeting today, and someone looked at me and said, you know, Sneaky, I always hate it when you escalate tickets. I go, why's that? And he goes, because you're competent enough that the only time that you actually have to escalate something is when the
no.
entire fucking house is on fire. I'm like, yes. He's like, your tickets are the worst fucking things to work on.
Thank you?
Like, if I have to work on it, that means that it's going to be a pain in the ass to work on. I imagine that's what they mean.
No, it's because
I love that.
yeah.
I love the compliment hidden within just seething hatred.
Every single time you escalate a ticket, I know it's going to suck.
Of course.
You escalating a
Oh,
ticket
my.
means I'm about to have a problem.
Yeah. Great. I gotta run down and take care of something. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully I'll
Sure.
miss whatever the first story is.
Maybe. But
Maybe
yeah,
he'll
no,
actually read a story today, huh?
it's always great though, you know. It's like the really experienced, not a veteran, but definitely experienced, competent employee coworker comes in and starts off the conversation. Go with, so I have a question.
Oh.
And you're like, oh fuck, this
Not
is gonna
good.
go poorly. Whatever's gonna be said next is gonna be like 3 meetings and someone's getting fired. I'm definitely not referencing anything that happened in real life. I would never do that. Ah. The guy who is currently in charge of Unity used to be the CEO of EA. I see.
That's where I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I know how to make you all money. Oh, how do we do that? Oh, we have to monetize our entire system. I feel like that's
Let's
what you
over
people are-
But isn't
monetize
our
our
system already monetized?
Not enough, the man says, as he crashes the entire company. Like I said, this could end with code seizure. Not
Really?
as in, yeah, not with Unity losing the rights to the code or something, but with the government saying, all right, well, you can't make updates to any of your old code now.
Well, then who can make updates?
Old code. They can continue to put out new code, but they can't like remove old code now.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically what Sneaky is saying is the government would go, you're allowed to put this stipulation on your product, and you're allowed to put it out there. But because what you've done is such a massive dick move, and so radically alters the function of it, you can't stop people from using version 3.8.33. That's now public domain.
Effectively. Not public domain, like people probably still have to follow the old licensing for it, but effectively they wouldn't be able to make changes and be like, oh, well, everyone who previously signed agreements for 3.2 Now has to follow the 3.7 agreement.
Yeah.
Which is always fantastic and wonderful and has never backfired at all ever on everyone.
No, how could that happen?
Never.
Anyway, so I was reading crossover stories.
Why would you do that to yourself?
So they were fucking awful. So I want to inflict you guys with them.
Alright.
A mortal god. Magawatavita. World
Excuse
of
you.
mortals and immortal. That's right, there is only one single immortal in this entire world. Has been unchanging. Living and dead still rage endless war. Blood of innocence is constantly spilt. Decay and sickness ravage the land. And mortals continue to scheme and obsess over the material and immaterial. What this world needs is something new, a new kind of mortal, a new kind of god. That's right, Alduin and the Dragonborn show up in Warhammer, and this totally goes great for the narrative.
That is so unbelievably fucking stupid.
Yes.
No, see, it's a new Primarch. I'm clearly the best, so my OC is a Primarch.
Wait, Sneaky, is this 40k or fantasy?
It's 40k. There's only one god, and it's the Emperor.
It looks like by the referencing fantasy.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I
Alright,
mean,
this person doesn't read what the setting's about clearly. Cool. I mean, okay, the Warhammer Fantasy fic is fine, I guess, but fuck.
It's gonna suck. Anyway, so
Yes.
next up story is one I'm not gonna read out loud, but I will recommend it. It's an Elder Scrolls Ruby story.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck?
Yeah.
oh no.
Where Ruby is Moon and Star. Only
How does
knows
that
one.
work?
Well, she died. And then came back as a dark elf. But it's okay, because she previously died as a dark elf. Dunmer.
What?
Ruby plays Morrowind! I don't know how else to explain this. Ruby dies. She wakes up as a Dunmer in Morrowind, does the whole Morrowind everything, ends back up in Remnant.
This is
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
stupid.
It is dumb, but it is enjoyable so far.
No, it's not. It's just stupid.
No,
You have trash taste.
no. This is trash
What's the
taste.
problem here?
Scale and Fur. After her past is dug up, Zara, a young Khajiit, must flee her home, and little does she know she ends up in the Spyroverse. Trigger warning, rape.
The fuck?
I regret coming back to the entirety of that summary.
How dare you taint Spyro that way?
Rated M for strong violence, strong language, and not strong sexual content. But I will explore it.
Huh.
Yep. Do you guys want me to click on this?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
The Third Life. 5 years to the day. 5 years since he become part lowest dregs of society. Since he lost his eye. Since his face become scarred. So now the day had arrived, and day Stefan Betharion will show them all you cannot chain a man with power to break them.
What?
He can break these cuffs.
He can catch these fucking hands.
Ah! No, no one. I feel
No.
aged. You're
Good.
aging me.
Excellent.
I got the reference, I just wasn't laughing.
You know, I never really thought the reference was all that funny to begin with.
That's fair.
Like listen, Sneaky, if you found a way to animate that on the fly, that might have gotten a chuckle.
That's fair.
It's great as a visual medium.
It is. Anyway, so yeah, this is Game of Thrones, Elder Scrolls. Some dog shit OC gets Elder Scrolls powers and decides to take revenge on all of Game of Thrones.
Oh no. The
Daenerys,
world
why are
is
you quick
in the
saving over
worst
the city?
place. Whatever will they do?
That was actually a funny video. Have you ever seen that?
What?
What if NPCs could see you quick save?
Was it a Viva La Dirt League thing?
I don't know, it's been a while. I forget who made it.
I think it was.
Lucky Star of Azura. To honor armor blades standing between luck and oblivion, I'm revising this Morrowind Lucky Star crossover. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
Hold on. What?
Well, can't be
That's
any
an
more on
escalation.
crack
You
than
just said a lot of
already is.
words.
This is the story of the Tsundere, a stranger without memory and one with 7 curses and 7 trials. Rated M for sex of lesbians.
Yeah, that sounds like Lucky Star fans.
Light-hearted and humorous. Featuring
Sure,
Konata and Kagami. Yeah,
Aren't those the Lolly characters?
yeah.
It's Lucky Star. Half of
All
literally
of them are
almost
like
all of
those
them are.
guys. Literally all of them are like grade schoolers, yeah.
I thought they were in middle school. I mean, not much of a difference.
Yeah,
but
they're middle or high school.
No,
so-
they're
No, they're
100%.
middle school.
They're like 14 at the most.
Yeah, like it's that'd still be middle school in Japan then.
Yeah, that is in fact still middle school.
I don't remember. I never watched it. It just didn't appeal to me.
I mean, I watched Lucky Star literally ages ago. By ages ago, I mean 13 years ago.
I think I first watched it a few years ago. It was adorable, but I can see why it took off the way it did at the time it aired.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And it absolutely is a show like you're either going to like it or you're not.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no in
So
between.
up next, we have a very succinctly titled story called The Elder Scrolls Inherited Cycle of Fire and Ice. The summary is The Elder
Please.
Scrolls crosses over with Inheritance Cycle and A Song of Fire and Ice. And it is listed as a Elder Scrolls and Inheritance Cycle crossover. I kind of want to see how bad it is.
Of course you do.
Like, how bad
what
could
this
it
whole-
really be?
That's what this whole podcast is based off of. Just
Can't look
causing
away from
everyone
the
else
train
problems.
wreck.
This is a pretty big wall of text, yeah. The knock came at the door, loud and unexpected, in the hours before dawn, when the world was dull and gray. Groaning, Aziz Aziz opened his eyes and made to sit up on the edge of his large canopy bed that had silken sheets. "What is it?" he called out, groaning as he rubbed his eyes tiredly. The raven-haired woman that opened the door, all but a crack, just far enough to fit her head inside. Yes, a crack in the door, but she fits her head inside. Truly Bethesda physics at work here.
Hey,
Hmm.
Sneaky, don't you understand? She just had to, flatten her skull. Can't you do that?
No, yeah, average Bethesda NPC. Okay, you know
This door
what?
can't stop me. Physics isn't goddamn real.
I'm gonna need one of you guys to read it real quick, because I'll be right back.
Oh shit. I elect nose.
What?
You've got a good voice. Start reading.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm busy.
Okay, so okay,
Not
everyone.
serious-
While we wait for
serious
Nose to
question.
figure out the story, what is Nose
How-
busy with?
How are we supposed to read it off screen when the chat's in the way?
Oh
You,
yeah, actually.
There's no.
You
there's
just
no
make up
link.
whatever you
He
want.
didn't link it. I understand, but I elected Nose because he has a talent for voices.
I appreciate
Not a good
it.
talent, mostly a racist talent, but a talent nonetheless.
Oi.
I mean, yeah, making
Am
it
I
up is
wrong,
only going to
Nose?
improve the story.
Wow.
Let's be real here.
Fucking.
Fucking put one of your oldest friends on blast on air again.
You're literally just calling me out. Listen, just because I make a dwarfish accent sound like the Lord of the Rings movie doesn't mean that I'm racist.
You mean
I mean, you
Scottish?
are racist.
Scottish. Don't equivocate.
I mean, yes.
What's the issue?
All right, let's do this. All right. A knock came at the door, not unexpected, in the hours before dawn, when the world was still dull and gray. Groaning, Isaias opened his eyes and made to sit up on the edge of his large canopy bed, the silken sheets tangled up. What is it? He called out, groaning as he rubbed his eyes tiredly. The raven-haired woman that opened the door, all but a crack, just far enough to fit her head inside, was Lydia, first and most loyal of his housecarls, and the captain of his household guard. Said, "Pardon, my lord, but it seems Umarath is begging for an audience. The Eldunari would speak with you. They say the matter is urgent." I can't read the rest of this because Sneaky blocked it.
Just make it up.
This is Warhammer Fan. What is this? What is the setting for this again?
I don't know.
Was it Elder Scrolls and
Elder Scrolls,
Inheritance?
Inheritance, Cycle, and Song of Ice and Fire.
Something. All of the elves are fucking racist. Something. Total mur death. Fuck you, Penal Voice Strike is the best.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, moving across the bedchamber over to the nightstand, he splashed and washed his fan in its marble basin. Shivering as the water ran down his neck, refreshed, he then looked into the mirror to consider his visage. Since coming to Mount Arngor, the numerous physical changes that, over time, would alter the appearance of a human rider had caught up to him. The magic that he had experienced during the days of Agati Bloodhern, the elves' blood oath celebration. 1 second. Having greatly sped up the process of this transformation, his features had become far more angular, giving them an aesthetic. Aesthetic, hawk-like appearance. His face had become as smooth and as sharp as an elf's, his jaw having strengthened, his brow thickened, and his face broadened. His eyes, too, were now slanted like theirs, while his skin seemed to emit a faint glow, as if coated in the silvery sheen of the elves' magic. Pulling his ebony locks, something, describing my character. Okay, now I have reached the end of what Sneaky has on screen.
Amazing.
Well,
We're free.
And I am not exaggerating, the Elder Scrolls elves are not real elves.
The Elder Scrolls elves are nothing but racists.
The Elder Scrolls elves
shitty
are
elves.
literally just...
I
there
feel like
are...
that describes half the races in the Elder Scrolls at this point.
To be fair, that does describe a lot of races and a lot of different things.
I mean, I guess if we want to be really technical about it, technically the High Elves aren't racist. They're just enormous xenophobic bigots.
The Thalmor are the worst.
Unquestionably, but I think they technically fall outside of racism because they're not like, oh, us High Elves are so much better than everyone. They just go, no, fuck you. We're going to kill you and take your land because we deserve it.
Yep, that sounds right.
No actual racism in there that I know of.
I mean, I think they just considered themselves better because they considered that well, basically they were like, oh, it only stopped around where we did things, so clearly we stopped the Oblivion Crisis. That's why it's like, oh, we're the ones that stopped the Oblivion Crisis, therefore we should rule everything. Fuck you, the Empire. Here's every single one of your blades' heads. And that's why, occasionally, most people just go with the Nords in Skyrim and then murder every single elf. Problem solved. Series over.
Ace, to be honest.
Yeah, I think on subsequent playthroughs, I just kind of like, you know what? I hate both these options. I'll just let the Civil War last forever. Wasn't a lot of wasn't too much nuance in Skyrim
No, there wasn't.
between those.
Okay,
It was supposed to be.
I have returned from the pain and suffering.
The problem is that I was really spoiled by New Vegas's writing after playing Skyrim, being like, why wasn't this in Skyrim?
Oh god, New Vegas did such a good job.
And then I found out New Vegas was handled by a completely different company for the writing. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
so Bethesda's just mild. They're not incompetent, but they're not good. They're adequate at best.
Well, they did the same thing with Starfield. They hired a whole bunch of third parties.
Yeah. Well, the other thing to
Is
keep
that
in
why
mind.
Starfield is decent?
No, opposite
Ish.
ish.
Mm.
Honestly, like, I don't think what people remember, like, back when Bethesda was small, they made Arena and Daggerfall. Not games famous for good story or compelling characters.
What were they famous for?
Being really big.
Mm.
Making half decent. I mean, they made half decent games.
Also, really good RPGs. And I don't mean good RPG as in, like, a classic amazing D&D story played out in a video game format. I mean good RPG in that there was a fuckload of skills and a fuckload of items, and you had a really big open world to do it in. In fact, Daggerfall technically has like 70 times the surface map of the Earth as possible generated terrain.
Too bad most of it is featureless.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, how's that 1,000 planets, 1,000 handcrafted planets working out, by the
Oh,
way?
fantastic.
Hmm.
I love it. Great shit.
Have you been to all of them?
I haven't been to all of them.
Mm.
I've just been chaining quests. I'll go to, I'll be doing something. I'll be doing a quest. I go somewhere. I finish it. I'm like, oh, hey, that planet looks cool. I go to that planet. Oh, shit, something's going down. I see a distress signal. Okay, cool. Land on the planet, help out the people. Oh, hey, can you go here too and help them out too? Yeah, great, sure, fine. I can teleport over there, fucking do some space fights, some cool ass shit. Get chased by bounty hunters. Go to this other planet, free
Wait,
them.
if you're helping people, why are you getting chased by bounty hunters?
I wanted level. It's one of the things you can get for character start.
That sounds like sneaky.
Yeah, that sounds like
I went with Space Trucker. His name's Cletus Smith. I found a Space Trucker cap and a flannel shirt.
Nice.
So what, are you just playing fucking Elite Dangerous
That
now?
is great.
He has a mullet, a square jaw, and he's a little bit big. Not very muscular, but he's just a really big guy. He likes
This is
helping
just
people.
Sneaky.
He likes
This is
money.
just Sneaky's dream job.
Oh no. Oh, Unity really fucked up. My brain completely skipped over that game in the list. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are also on Unity.
No fucking way.
They have
Ooh.
they have
Oh, you just
awakened
fucked with Nintendo.
Ooh, you just
they
fucked
have
with
awakened the
Nintendo.
Nintendo legal team.
Oh no, man! Genshin Impact is on that list.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Genshin
yeah,
Impact and
yeah.
Honkai.
You're fucked. You don't fuck with that
Sneaky.
team.
All six of those games, those are all large money makers.
Well, no, Max. Genshin Impact earned something like $3 billion fucking dollars last year.
And that doesn't even start going into like Fate Grand Order, which
Profit. $3 billion profit. The amount of money this small company can now throw at their problems is ludicrous.
I mean, how do you think they have such a Western market? They have to throw money at the CCP to tell them to leave us alone.
Because
no.
Webster's.
Yeah.
no, but like really, like the
They also have a massive rabid fan base in China.
now you see what's funny is because this causes so much individual harm, a judge is not going to wrap this up into a class action lawsuit.
Nope.
Now, why is that important?
have to
Because
settle
all of
each
these
one.
like 10 to 15 companies are going to summon the full force of God in lawyers on them. And they're going to make separate, right? Because here's the thing. Every single one of these companies is going to go to the other and say, okay, here's this, right? Their legal teams will collaborate, but their legal teams will cause separate cases, which means that Unity is going to have one or two teams working an obscene amount of hours to try and get this done, which is going to send their bills through the heavens.
Yeah, these guys are so fucked.
A perfectly legitimate legal. For once, I'm grateful that a legitimate legal strategy of companies with lots of money is to bankrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only way they could have fucked up harder is if they tried to charge distributors.
Yeah.
Which means Valve would have been involved. Which
I
Oh,
am
no.
willing to bet that had been on the table, and that was the one moment of sanity they had was to not do that.
The legal team went, oh, no, we don't want to piss off Steam, or we don't want to piss off Valve
no,
or
it wasn't. It
Ubisoft.
wouldn't just be Valve because Fall Guys is on the Epic launcher, which means you're
It's
pissing off
also-
Valve and Epic.
Well, there's also the fact that Sony and Microsoft would also then get in on some of those games that are also
yeah.
Unity on
Oh,
their
some of those are
consoles.
being distributed over their networks. Yeah.
Yeah. That was probably the one moment of lucidity.
Well, and you
they
know
had
what?
of, like,
I'm willing to
let's
bet
not
you there's
target
at least
distributors.
one Unity game on
Oh.
Origin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good point.
That's a fair point, probably.
And here's the thing. It doesn't
Oh,
have to be
fucking
more than
hell.
one.
Yeah. Oh my god. That would have been so fun. It would have been a moment of just like, you have alerted the horde. And instead of a giant horde of common zombies flooding out, it's only tanks.
Oh no. It's tank mode, except all you're stuck
I
with
was
are
going
the
to say,
pistols.
did you want to talk about all the custom maps that go like,
You
"Oh,
are
we're just
now
going to spawn
playing-
a bunch of tanks?
You are now playing unarmed tank mode.
Yeah. Special mutation unlocked.
Run.
Yeah.
Special mutation unlocks Dead by Daylight.
But yeah, it's just like, holy shit. They could have erased themselves from the pages of history with that.
I mean, they're still gonna come pretty fucking close to it, mate.
Yeah, also, how much goodwill in the community did they just throw down the toilet with this?
Oh god.
All of it. Like not even joking, like all of it.
I can
Yeah.
guarantee what they're gonna do is they're gonna either A, say we're backing up on this, or B, just go, yeah, the guy who was in charge of this is sacked.
Why not both?
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're in such a legal situation right now. Immediate backpedal may not save them.
Yeah.
Because they've how do I say this correctly? The fact that they put this idea into the ether is damning enough for lawsuits to continue, in as much as get a permanent injunction against them ever attempting something like that again.
Oh my fucking god. The CEO sold 2,000 shares before he did this decision.
Oh.
Oh
The
no!
This
CEO
motherfucker knew what he was doing.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
this
Oh.
motherfucker.
oh, so
Now
many federal
we-
knows. I need
we-
a source for that. So many.
Oh
I just
my
heard
god.
1,000 Federal Trade Commission agents need a change of pants, boys.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
the fucking there's that
He
scene from
sold
South
2,000
Park.
shares.
Inside
He didn't
trade.
sell a few shares. He sold almost all of them.
That's even worse.
That's what we call market manipulation, kids. Don't do that.
Yeah, your balls.
It's
How
also
did
called
he not-
Suddenly.
it's
did
also
he-
called
did he think
insider
he was-
trading.
Yeah, did
Yeah,
he
that's
think
why
he
I
wasn't
said
gonna get
thousands
caught?
of Federal Trade Commission agents now require different pants.
Okay.
Did he think he wasn't gonna get caught with this move?
Bro, you two fucking Yahoo Finance caught your ass.
$40. Comes out to around $208,000. This dude's fucked.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
think
sounds like a lot, but it's actually chump change.
It sounds like a lot, but it's actually chump change. But the laws pertaining to it are escalatory with each denomination increase.
Oh yeah,
mean-
absolutely. He's super fucked.
50,000 shares over the course of a year seems like a good chunk to me.
Here's my
So-
Brazil tax. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The Brazil tax.
Oh, he's still falling for the Brazil tax you told him about, huh?
Yep. Brazil tax, indeed. If you live in Brazil, you have to give me money.
That is interesting.
If you live in Germany, you have to give me money
No,
for allowing Germany to continue to exist.
exactly.
As you see, I'm an American, therefore it is actually fully within my capabilities to remove Germany from existence at any time.
Indeed. My attack
Absolute
drones are
truth.
on their way.
You see, what you didn't know is that we haven't just been funding Ukraine to stop Russia. Oh, that's a very big part of it. It's also to get all that tasty, tasty equipment right next door
Wow,
to Germany.
that's a lot of fucking words. It's too bad I'm not reading any of them.
Good.
Jesus Christ, it's just walls of text. I can't
Oh.
even.
God.
Nope.
Okay, the rant mode on 360p while you're scrolling
Yeah.
burns
Oh.
He did that on
whoops.
purpose.
because the white text drags the red with it for a few pixels.
Well, Max, you should know better by now. Everything I do when it comes to this podcast is weaponized knowledge. Now you know what red text being dragged over white text looks like.
At 360p, it's
Yeah.
awful.
At least it wasn't yellow.
But yeah, so this dude, instead of doing like a whole, oh, they end up in this world, decided to go with the most retarded way you can do it, which is a world fusion of all three worlds.
I mean, okay, yes, sometimes a world fusion works. Like if you're doing, oh well, Ranma and Sailor Moon exist in the same fucking universe. Okay, sure, fine, it works.
Or,
Sometimes it
Cyberpunk
doesn't.
and Shadowrun.
I could see
Yeah.
that turning out. Yeah.
But yeah, no, in this case, Elder Scrolls magic system is inherently hostile to everything else. The inheritance
To
cycle
literally
magic
everything
system
else.
is inherently hostile to everything else. The Song of Ice and Fire has a really weird magic system that's effectively like low fantasy, in the same vein that Tolkien was low fantasy, where it's actually super high fantasy that gets rarely used. So, this guy's a retard. And I mean that in the medical definition. We're not even going to give it the time of day. Ed, and Eddie in Skyrim. No. Die. Perish. Be
Perish?
deleted.
I'm sorry, did you say Ed, Ed, and Eddie in Skyrim?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Oh, also, by the way, are you guys excited for the Fallout planet and the Skyrim planet and the Morrowind planet being added to Starfield?
No.
Oh, Marvel Snap runs on Unity.
You just fucked with Disney, bro.
Bro, you just fucked with Disney.
Oh no.
Oh.
What
Fucked with
happened?
the mouse. Don't fuck with the mouse.
Unity
Oh,
runs
no,
Marvel
Marvel
Snap. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
These guys have made some mistakes.
Oh man, Disney has been losing money. Not after this lawsuit.
After this lawsuit, the only thing they're gonna own is a fucking grave. Ooh, boy. Man. Pissed off MiHoYo, Disney, Nintendo. Wait, Fall Guys. Fall Guys. That's
Is Fall Guys Sony?
I thought it was a
No.
privately held. I thought it was privately held.
I think
So
it
did I.
is.
Mediaton.
Mediatonic.
published
Yeah, like
by
I know they're
Epic.
published by Disney,
Ah.
but
So they
Oh,
are
yeah,
fucking with Epic.
parent organization Epic Games. Oh man.
Oh no!
Also, I gotta say, it's hilarious to me that the parent organization is Epic
Oh.
Games, and they didn't use the Unreal Engine for it. Oh. What a
Oh well, I can tell
reinvestment.
you why. As
Oh,
someone who
wow.
worked in the Unity,
Someone literally, some fucking indie companies have already started pulling their shit from Game Pass. Holy fucking shit! This
Game
is-
Pass.
Wait, oh no. Regardless of how that
fully.
copy was obtained, that would include pirated copies.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
no.
Oh.
Announced they'll be taking a fee from developers for every copy, regardless of how it was.
Yeah,
obtained.
so that would include pirated copies, things like Game Pass. Oh no.
oh no, guys, the thing they didn't want, pissing off Microsoft.
They just financially hurt Microsoft. Oh
Well, they're about to
Jesus
get nuked
Christ!
from orbit.
Oh no,
Multiple times over.
guys, they almost certainly just financially harmed Sony too.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah.
PS Plus.
Yeah, PS Plus. Oh. So that thing we were joking about earlier?
Gentlemen,
Wait,
you're fucked.
is Fall Guys on Steam?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Oh, well. No, it's not.
Is it?
What?
How the fuck are they going to account for
Yeah,
piracy
no, it's not there.
on that?
Oh, because they're updating the Unity engine to keep track of the IP address of the computer that is installing it.
So
Oh,
that's,
you mean it phones
that's
home?
spyware.
Yes, it phones home. And then
That's
they
spyware.
Fuck them.
and then they charge
Okay, so
per
leaving
phone
aside
home.
the fact that pirates will disable that in
Yes.
milliseconds.
But more this comment, regardless of how it was obtained, more means if you install the game because you have Game Pass or PSN Plus and you didn't actually buy the game, the developer still has to pay Unity for the privilege of someone installing a game without buying it.
For someone using their engine.
Yes. That means another Crab's Treasures will be free to install for 25 million Game Pass subscribers. Fraction of
Well,
those...
if you wanted to move everybody to Unreal, this is how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, you pissed off everyone.
You have officially
everyone.
fucked with everyone except for maybe Valve.
Everyone disliked that.
Wait.
I have never seen an instance where all of the big corpos all get together like this for a common cause. It's gonna be rough.
Okay, now there's no Genshin. Is there any Unity games?
Several games on
Oh, yeah.
Android and iOS.
Yeah.
Like, Unity is super
So
popular
they
for
fucked
making
with
mini
Apple,
games.
and they fucked with Google too.
Yeah.
Holy shit, guys, can you be
Oh yeah,
any
Apple
more
and Google
retarded?
did have games on Unity that they published themselves. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, they have managed to also hit distributors in a completely different way.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
I think the only large company they aren't gonna hit with this is Valve.
Wait, no, hold on. My Friendly Neighborhood's coming out on Valve, and that's made... What engine is that made with? I'm pretty sure this is the Unity engine.
I mean, even if it wasn't, like games like Wasteland 2 are in Unity, and those exist on Valve.
That's on Valve. Oh my god.
Which means they've hit about 90% of devs with this.
You have literally
And
hit
publishers.
every big publisher, every big dev, every distribution platform. You have literally hit everyone.
Watch everyone hit back.
Oh my god, we were joking about it earlier, but they actually went and did it.
The legal
Man.
salvos from this are going to be legendary. People will speak about this in case law for the next century.
God, you
Oh,
fucking
not even the next century.
retards. This
Well,
is
the issue
going
is they
to
won't be
become
talking about it for a
And this,
century because
folks, is,
Unity
why
will
are
literally
you
just
chicken
fucking
wording?
die.
Yeah, Unity will
This
never
is-
be used again.
This is just
Probably because people will be like, okay, they'll try to push this shit silently at some point.
Hell, they
Yeah,
may actually pull their
Man.
games. Oh,
yeah.
it's got Unity. Sorry, we can't offer it anymore. We had to remotely disable it. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the
So,
best
you
part
have
is
Game
when they
Pass?
remotely disable Unity, the Unity devs won't be able to go, "You caused us financial harm by turning our thing off."
Wow. Who
I'm
the
curious why they
fuck?
thought this. I
Yeah.
wonder why they thought this was a good idea.
How did this pass muster?
As I said, I gotta know. Who okayed it? Who in their mind looked at that and
Oh.
said, yeah, no problems?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
no, you're saying yeah. What are you saying yeah to?
I'm just like sitting here like, I remember when I joked that this is the kind of stupid shit that EA would have done 5 years ago?
Yeah.
It's really hitting that this man used to be a CEO.
Yeah, this man
of
used to be the
Electronic
CEO
Arts
of
as well.
EA
Oh no.
and
Of
proceeded
who?
EA.
The president of Unity at the time used to be president and CEO of EA at one point as well.
Yeah.
Right, I know that. I thought you said he was
Thanks
also
for
president of Ubisoft. I was like, did this man just make
No.
himself?
No.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
he
you might
have
as well just
been,
add
for all I
Ubisoft to
know.
that list of people that they've fucked with because Assassin's Creed was on Unity.
Oh. Yeah, Ubisoft
Oh,
has had a
yeah,
few
it
games
is.
on Unity. Ooh. Man, you guys are just pissing everyone off. This is great.
Holy shit! It
I
is
love
like
this. It's the collapse of the Western AAA gaming industry in real time. I'm loving this.
holy fucking shit.
And with ESG scores dying here recently, well, it can only get better from here.
Bro, not even ESG money could save this company now. Hey, not even God can save this company now.
No,
Man,
BlackRock is dropping ESG. They said it's no longer a good investment.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like nothing is
yeah,
saving this company.
By the way, something a friend of mine pointed out was, what if people want to start making targeted campaigns to bankrupt companies? And there's already a joke about doing this with Hearthstone.
Good, based, awesome.
The bankrupt Blizzard, all that
Yes,
fast,
do
much
it.
faster. Because Hearthstone is also on Unity, but no one cares about Blizzard anymore,
No one
aside from
cares.
when will you die?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. As amazing and funny and hilarious as that plan is, it unfortunately won't work because no judge will support this.
Oh, absolutely no judge will support this. At least no sane judge.
So they'll do it in California.
Yeah,
Good point.
which
Or New
actually
York.
happens to be where Blizzard is based. So, you have an even
Oh,
more of an
Blizzard
argument.
too.
They're hitting Blizzard too, man. I
This
just said
keeps getting
Hearthstone.
better and better.
Wow, it's just wow. You literally just like ran, like it was like you went. It's like you went to the G6 and just proceeded to slap every individual you saw at G6. And as awesome as that feeling would be to slap everyone at G6, you've just literally pissed off every single world leader.
You about to get fucked.
There is not enough lube in the world to save you from what's about to happen to your asshole.
Right.
Wow. That is...
That's a beautiful level of stupidity. Like, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of like
I'm nearly
in
speechless.
Kind of
awe.
impressed.
I have no words to describe just the sheer awe
You're just
of what's happening
so fucking stupid.
live.
The audacity of this, to think it would fucking work and they'd allow it to happen.
Well, it's funny you mention Audacity. Because Audacity did this.
For some reason, my brain thought that you meant Audacity, the fucking music company.
That's what I
did.
was thinking. What?
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
So a while back, they released Audacity like 3.4, whatever the fuck it was. And part of that announcement was a retroactive agreement to all of your computer's data and the ability to sell it.
As in the music player Audacity.
Yes.
Well, that explains why it's dead now.
Yes.
Like, I tried to install it the other day, could not even find backports. It
Nope.
was erased from the internet.
Yeah. That's because the internet took one look at it and said, all right, you can do that, but we're going to use this old version. And Audacity said, we're going to sue you. And so the internet said, okay. Delete.
Bye.
Like, there are still repos where you can manually build it yourself,
Oh, yeah.
but no.
Yep. That's what happened. Is Audacity tried to do some retroactive horseshit, and the internet just collectively said, perish.
As should happen anytime horse shit gets pulled.
Ma'am,
But what if you just died?
you can't even make fun of Bethesda for paid mods anymore now.
You can't.
You still
I
can
hate
make
it.
fun of them.
Well, I mean, no.
I mean, you can.
Yes, and you can, but this is somehow worse.
It's like, yes, you can still make fun of them, obviously, because what they did was objectively really dumb. But it's like, whenever someone brings up the most retarded thing that's ever happened in gaming,
Yes.
you Bethesda with the ability to do paid mods is like small fight now. Like
Oh yeah.
Apollo's dodgeball. When did this happen? Back in 2019.
Ah,
You
It's
know,
like, listen, for as many mistakes as Bethesda made with that, they didn't bankrupt themselves.
and honestly, they were pretty
Yeah.
fair about how much money they were giving out, but that's neither here nor there.
You're right. It was surprisingly fair.
But goddamn. My internet provider watching my data usage as I set up a macro that background installs and uninstalls Hearthstone on 1,000 zombie PCs in a desperate attempt to bankrupt Blizzard once and for all.
run infinite VMs.
Totally based.
Unlimited virtual machine works.
A single blade piles up. This is my unlimited blade works! Only
My body
sign.
is made of code.
Unlimited VMware works.
I would go with just blades. I still cannot fathom why people in this modern day and age use VMware and in a enterprise setup.
Fair.
Because they don't know any better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, boys, let's keep going.
Ugh.
Loud House Elder Scrolls crossover, where Lincoln from Loud House is the Dragonborn. I hope you wake up with a cockroach crawling up your ass.
Isn't Loud House one of those
Pedo
Cartoon Network
stories.
pedo story? Yeah. Yeah.
When you give a man power, waking up, I don't know where I am at or what is happening. All I do know is that I am not myself.
Where's the exterminatus button?
Because I have power,
There we go.
and I will use it as those that lorded theirs over me in my past life use theirs on me. Whether that's for good or bad, that's up in the air. That is a very Chinese take, author.
Well, I mean, obviously, if power was quote unquote lorded over you, then, you know, using it the way you want to use it the same way they did to you would be bad.
Yes.
Dumbass.
No,
But
no,
you see, it's not bad
no.
when he does it, because it's him doing it.
The only way it would be good is if you used it against the people who were using it against you.
Or, you know, against people similar to the people who used it against you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, one commie is similar enough to another.
They say potato, the other guy says
treats them all
potato,
the
I
same.
say perish.
They say potato, I say they were never human
Death.
anyway. Let's see what else we got here. We got a manhwa crossing over with Elder Scrolls. A particularly conscious gamer. Oh, this
no, it's,
story, yes. Okay, so
beginning.
actually, this story isn't terrible. It's like a 6 out of 10 at best, right? However, if I had to rate it purely by all of its stats collectively together, I would rate it a 2 out of 10. So story-wise, 6 out of 10. However, why it gets a 2 out of 10 is it has 14 chapters, 1,000 words per chapter, and it's been updating over the past 9 months. At roughly 1.3 chapters a month.
That's kind of pitiful.
It's absolutely dog shit if you want to try and sit here and write a gamer story.
But why would you?
Yandere Dev
Oh
You
no.
mean one Sam?
made his game in Unity.
Well,
Okay.
It's Joel Bros, the dream.
You know, I don't think they're too worried about him. How long has it been?
Okay, maybe we can hold off on the lawsuit just long enough for me so I can go bankrupt the Yandere Dev.
I mean,
You know what? I support that.
Might as well double up on trying to hit Blizzard with it at the same time.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as Blizzard sinks like the stone they are, I'm cool.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Ruby the Remnants. As Team Ruby and John were thrown off the light bridge at the end of season 9. Sorry, season 8. They didn't wait, season 9 or 8 was the light bridge?
9, I think. wasn't it?
9. Yeah, it was 9. Because season 10 was Ever After, right?
Who cares? It's
No,
all
9 was Ever After.
garbage.
Fuck you!
True.
Okay, so it's season 8. So they fell off the bridge at season 8. They did not end up in the Ever After. Instead, they were forced into a new world they have never heard of before, as opposed to the ever after.
Yes.
What would these lost remnants of who they once were do? Huh?
Would you like
Oh,
to try that
funny
without the
wordplay.
stroke?
Would they still be same people when they were reunion came about?
Wh- Okay, what is supposed to be happening here?
So apparently the premise of this story is that Team Ruby and John run across the light bridge, fall off the light bridge at the end of season 8, wake up scattered throughout Tamriel in the Elder Scrolls series, and the question the author's trying to pose is, by the time the entire team, which is now separated across all the continents of Tamriel, reunites, will they still be enough of who they were to go back and save Remnant?
Yeah, but why the fuck would they need
Yeah.
to?
Why would they want to?
Better yet, though, they should listen to the
No.
author.
In all honesty, I feel like John is gonna either end up somehow becoming a Breton or becoming the next Dragonborn for this.
He absolutely would.
John does become the Dragonborn, by the way.
Yep.
Oh no, I
they
think
just
it's Yang.
Guys, they just updated the Unity FAQ.
Oh no.
I think I need to put this in memes and shit posts because this can't be a legitimate update. It
Iron
can't
Source
Unity
is
merger under fire. Oh, because it's merging with Iron
Malware
Source.
products. Oh
It has
no.
been criticized by game devs due to its previous malware products.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Minor inconvenience.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is a shitpost made by someone, but I'm also hoping this is legitimate because someone on the team
Okay,
Someone,
I-
really pissed
if
off.
that's legitimate, that's someone going, you know what, fuck this job.
I see. I'm
in-
understanding now. So
Oh,
Unity
man,
merges with Iron Source. Iron Source is a business that supposedly is there to help people monetize their apps, and malicious coders have been using Iron Source to publish their malware apps because Iron Source doesn't care as long as they get money.
Oh no.
That's smart.
Also, people are apparently unironically recommending RPG Maker over Unity now because of this.
Amazing. However, the acquisition has faced criticism because Iron Source is the company responsible for the program known as Install Core, which is used to bundle software downloads with forced adware installs.
No.
Independent studios legitimately cannot use Unity going forward. Like, if they're making a free-to-play game with microtransactions for monetization,
Oh my god,
they
it gets
literally
even
can't make
better.
enough money.
Iron Source, best known for their malware delivery system, is so popular that it has its own entries on VirusTotal and was blacklisted on the Windows operating system by Microsoft.
Woo!
Also famous for spreading fake Flash installer ads on the Equifax hacked site.
Oh yeah, they're super fun. How many
This has-
degrees of fucked are you?
This has to be a meme, right?
Oh.
The
I
memes are
My
real.
God.
I don't believe it is Nose.
The memes have become
Yeah,
reality.
I told Max this like 3 days ago, and I just told my coworker this today. And I said these exact fucking words, that common sense is apparently no longer a deciding factor in arguments. And apparently pain and suffering is the only way people can learn now. Damn it, Apollo! I didn't mean this soon!
This is your
Too
fault,
bad.
Sneaky.
Sneaky's fault. He ran his mouth.
Sneaky had the gall to open his mouth.
I can't help it, you know, Apollo sends me a prophecy, I just have to say it.
Stop doing it.
No. Joined in, okay, wow. Wow. Why the fuck would you take this guy on? To anyone who knows John Riccatelio's history as a CEO, currently of Unity, will not be surprised by the abject failure of this deal. He joined Unity when it was a private company back in 2014, after serving as the CEO of EA from 2007 to 2013. Riccatello is famous for his tenure at EA, where he dropped their stock price by 60%.
Wait, has this man been running this kind of shit for fucking years?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my god, he's been.
This dude has been incompetent for so long, he will continuously fail upwards.
At
This
this point,
is
I don't even know if it's incompetence. That just sounds like him market manipulating so hard. It's just. What the fuck?
One of
I'm-
Riccatello's first moves at EA was to buy a stake in a Chinese online game operator, which immediately lost 90% of its value.
Oof. This man is cursed.
He then pushed EA to compete against World of Warcraft in 2007 and 2008 in the online massive multiplayer subscription marketplace.
You're the reason that fucking you. I know who killed Star Wars Galaxies. You
This guy.
fucking bastard.
Inshallah, we now issue a
Wow.
public fatwa.
He is also responsible for the acquisitions of Playfish, PopCap, and Pandemic.
This dude is a blight on the gaming industry. How is he still in it?
He's a blight on money.
Wow. Nuclear Throne developer Rami Ishmael says, "You'd really think that all Unity needs to do to keep its goodwill is to just continuously improve its engine. But instead they decide to get involved in comically evil villain level shit. After they
It's not
fired
wrong.
200 workers."
Oh, so
Oh.
that's why Unity's been hiring recently.
Ooh. Hmm.
Because I was like, oh, hey, Unity's hiring. Maybe I'll apply there.
They
maybe if I
fired
get
200 people and then went, "Oh shit, we actually needed them."
Minor
Yeah, that sounds
inconvenience.
right.
So if they reply to that resume, I shouldn't say yes, huh?
No. I don't think
you
they're
know,
going to be a thing for much longer.
I
Nose.
think you should just let that email sit for a couple days, see if there's any chance of recovery.
Let that one cook.
Probably not. Let's put it this way: if it if they answer to you in the positive in the next 24 hours, they're probably about to go under. They're probably desperate
That employee,
for anyone.
whoever that employee was that made that change.
Again, I don't know if that's legitimate or not. I really hope
Inspect
it's
element,
legitimate.
probably.
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, if you're gonna
Would
lose your
anyone
job
ever
because your
would anyone
company's
ever
about to
fake
explode,
an image on the internet?
no
for
one
comedy?
ever faked any images on the internet ever. I would know as a person who regularly fakes images on the internet.
What did you
I
mean
can
by
tell
this?
it's shoot from the pixels.
I'm an authority on this, as you can clearly see once I open this picture here. If I can find it. Yes, this is oh wait, no, that's real. There we go. Yes, this one. Excellent. If I can just copy the path, and then I can probably paste the path here. Yes, excellent. There we go. As you can see, this is a clearly canonical event in Bleach, where it crossed over into Star Wars.
Looks real to me.
Yep.
Yep. It's true.
Not even looking at it.
Oh.
Looks real to me.
Oh no.
Yeah, remember that from the Naruto story?
No, I'm sorry. Someone, Dev is pointing out that this also hits demos on Steam because
Yes.
Steam
Oh,
demos are just the
oh
entire
no.
game. They're just the entire game, but they've locked off all but the first like 2 hours of gameplay for some of them. Oh man, this this is so awful. I love how this
Minor
just keeps getting
inconvenience.
worse.
It just gets worse. It just gets worse continuously. You just...
You know, I like how we all were like, oh, hey, I remember that picture, Sneaky. I watched you do that on stream.
Yeah. That it was a
but yeah.
Naruto Bleach crossover
Oh yeah,
where
right.
Rangeku showed up to save Naruto and then decided that he was really hot as a 4-year-old. And the
Oh,
author described one scene where she held her sword above her head.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's coming. That's somewhat coming back. But yeah, man, Unity's fucked. Remember when we thought that Epic and Google would be like the biggest tech lawsuit in recent? Oh no, Epic and Apple would be the biggest tech lawsuit in recent history. Man,
Yeah.
man. So, Unity said, "Hold my beer."
Man. Wow. That is
So, fuck.
Ooh. So I'm not really even sure what's actually even happening in this Elder Scrolls Ruby story, the Remnants thing. Because the author just is like saying really weird words. So yeah, Yang wakes up in Skyrim as the Dragonborn. Blake wakes up in Konoha? And she gets captured by Itachi? No, Blake goes to... No, yeah.
You right there, Sneaky?
Yeah, no, it is Konoha, so I guess it is Itachi? Or it's pretty Uchiha Massacre she goes to. Ruby wakes up in God Eater?
You know,
I could see it.
a Ruby God Eater story could actually be really good because they both have over-the-top weapons.
No, wait, hold on.
And
Are they just like,
Weiss wakes up in Fate.
what is this fucking Ruby Kingdom Hearts tier shit with everyone going to a separate universe?
Yes,
what
quite
it sounds like.
literally. Yeah, quite literally, Weiss wakes up before the fall of Camelot in Fate.
She's not supposed to be there.
And these are 4 different stories so far, all taking place in the exact same story. These are 4 separate stories where the characters will never cross over until the end, that are taking place in one story, and each chapter is 1,000 words long.
What's the?
That's right. There is 200 words per character, per chapter, per story.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Monacy's Dead Fantasy thing, where he did something along those lines.
Yeah, and you know what? No one watched Dead Fantasy for its story.
Oh no, absolutely not. But it
Well,
still
Dead
sounds like
Fantasy
somebody's
didn't-
pulling from Money's playbook.
Dead Fantasy didn't really have a story aside from book fighting.
Yes.
And he's tried to put a story in like right at the end before he stopped working on it entirely.
I think he just dropped something in just so that it wasn't just cool fight scenes. Still wouldn't call it much of a story, if any.
Oh. Okay. So you know how I said the story was going to follow like 5 different people with each chapter? I lied. Actually, we're just going to skip right to the end of every story. That's right. Yang is now the legendary Dragonborn, savior of Skyrim and Tamriel, ender of the first Dragonborn, killer of Alduin, archmage of the Winterhold, champion of the Companions, guildmaster of the Thieves.
Why would you kill Alduin?
Going to shoot you out of a cannon.
Understandable. I think I'm thinking of the wrong dragon.
I think you're an idiot.
This is possible.
Established knowledge.
Anyway, so she also leads the Psijic Order now, and she's now channeling the Staff of Magus into the Eye of Magus to open a portal to her friends.
I'm pretty sure that's not what either of those things does.
No, it is not. Because the Eye of Magus leads to the realm of Lig. Well, Lig, if you want to be correct about it. And if you want to be really correct about it, hold on, let me pull up how to pronounce this. Let me mute my speakers before I do this, though. Yeah, okay. So in case you're wondering how to pronounce the Realm of Lig, this is how you pronounce it.
I'm not clicking that.
And I'm not even joking. That's canon.
What?
Yeah.
I appreciate that the person added the strobe light effect. They didn't need to do that, but it really sells the realism, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's actually how you pronounce that. The Realm of Lig is the realm that never happened, because as the story goes, a fire alarm went off when they were making the first map, and someone spilled coffee on the first map of Elder Scrolls, and the paper obviously got soaked and fell apart, And so everyone tried to piece it back together after they shut the fire alarm off, but they couldn't because the map was too soaked and everyone kept trying to put it back together their way and it didn't work, and so they threw it in the trash.
Why didn't they just start the fuck over?
They did. They threw it in the trash and started over, and that's why we have Tamriel.
Ah,
But the realm of Lig still existed because it's the realm that didn't exist. Because Elder Scrolls lore.
Shut the fuck up.
That's actually where Mehrunes Dagon came from. By the way,
You
and
mean, oh, you mean Mehrunes Dorkgon?
yeah, and also there are those crab people. They also live there.
Mushrooms are some shit, man.
Drugs.
When someone says, "Who wrote this? Were they on drugs?" With Elder Scrolls, you can say literally yes.
You can confidently reply yes.
Todd on all the drugs.
No, not
Oh
Todd.
no, that's not even Todd.
No.
It has nothing to do with Todd.
Yeah.
He's definitely on all the drugs, but Todd has nothing.
What was his name? I forget the guy's name.
I don't remember.
It started
Druggy
with
McDruggerson.
It started with M or something like that.
It was a C. Christoph or something.
Chris Avalone. That's not actually who it is.
No,
but-
no.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny, yeah. Well, yeah, no, the lore behind all that shit's funny as hell. Anyway, point being, yeah, lore-wise, it's not legit, but it's whatever, fine. So yeah, blah blah blah. Yang literally did the player character thing where they became literally the everything of everything, and then they invented new dragon words that open a portal. And Yang invented
The
this.
new dragon wards to open a portal.
Yeah.
Portal open, bitch, ass.
You know, technically, it is possible to actually use a 4-word shout.
I'm aware.
Yes.
That's why I made it bitch ass.
Indeed. Naruto sighed at gray-haired woman continued inspecting seal. Naruto really loved his Aunt Blake. Okay, so Blake is, like, actually fucking old as shit. Okay. And apparently Blake derailed all of Naruto canon.
So what now? Naruto has like a mother or something, and
That
shit like
Yes.
that kind of tracks though.
But, like, Blake is, like...
that. Blake's not a good role model.
Well, not
No.
doesn't have anything to do with that. Blake is, like... Blake's weaker than Naruto before the series even starts.
He's not wrong.
Maybe she gets stronger.
No.
Okay, but she has aura, not chakra.
She magically gets chakra.
Pretty much.
Can't be any stupider than some of the other plots we've seen.
Well, no, it's like, I really hate it, because it's like, if a character goes to Ruby, I don't really roll my eyes too much at them unlocking their soul and getting aura, because it's like, most series do in fact have people have souls. And it's just like they just never did anything with them, and it's like, oh, well, you know, these guys, they figured out a way to unlock the soul, and so your soul got unlocked, and now you have powers. It's like, cool, okay, whatever. But you can't go to Naruto and gain chakra, and I know this because Max and I spent a lot of fucking hours coming up with an excuse as to how this could even happen for our characters back when we were trying to write that Dark Souls story.
Yeah.
The only way to get chakra in Naruto, if you're an outsider, is to eat a chakra fruit.
Well, yes, but no, actually. Summoned. Summons get their own fake chakra networks.
Then
They do.
no.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. They
No,
hear the shock.
Yes.
I'm like 99% certain that all those summons actually have their own summon chakra networks, and they're not fake because, you see the frogs using them in their own world.
Yes, but those summons aren't actually real summons.
No, they're like shadow clones.
Exactly,
Giant
which means they need
clones.
to be given a chakra network.
No, it means they just copy the one they're, designing it off of. You're filling it with your chakra, yes, but it's using their chakra network as a template.
We have no proof on that one.
You have no proof it's not that way.
Well, exactly. That's my point.
My point is, I'm putting forth an equally valid argument here.
Yes, but you have no proof to support it. Well, mine requires negative proof.
You
Yours
can't
requires
prove a
positive.
negative, motherfucker.
Mine requires negative proof. Yours requires positive proof. You need proof to affirm it. You need proof to disprove mine.
Fuck.
What stories does Auntie Blake read? Well, you know exactly what Auntie Blake reads. Come on, man.
She's in a book club with Kakashi.
She is a massive fan of Jiraiya.
She
Wow.
reads Isha Hisha,
Possible
obviously.
ban of Vader. Yes, he is.
There.
Well, what happened this time?
Where is he? Where's that ban? Oh, he is banned. Wait, he is banned.
Who got banned?
Oh, I just banned him like a couple seconds ago.
Apparently, someone who dislikes
It's
you.
another bot.
Yeah.
Trying to get us to buy Twitch views.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we should probably take one of them up on that offer. Use some more views.
I mean, if we want to do that, we can just go to YouTube and start streaming on YouTube, and then we all open up separate windows of our own stream and get free 100 views.
Lawless.
Because YouTube still allows that. Twitch doesn't.
Ooh.
YouTube still allows that.
Yep.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
Blake is a super giga ninja. Her chakra capacity is basically minuscule, and her control was all right. But the reason why she was listed as a unique S-rank shinobi, it's because she had aura. And this wasn't forcefully forced onto anyone else in the Leaf Village, and this was a unique power entirely to herself, despite the fact that we have canon proof that souls exist in Naruto. Yes, this is a unique power only to Blake. Only Blake can have a soul in Naruto.
Isn't the soul pretty much made entirely of yin chakra anyway?
Yin and yang, actually, if you go by the philosophies.
Well, okay. I thought it was a case where yang was chakra that comes from the body, yin is chakra that comes from the mind, and putting them
Yes.
together, you get your normal chakra.
You get the soul of the person. In
Well-
the philosophical sense, in the non-Naruto sense, you need to have a little bit of yang in your yin, and you need to have a little bit of yin in your yang, and the two of them in balanced harmony creates a soul.
Oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely aware of the Taoist interpretation of the soul as by yin and yang and all that shit.
And
I
then
mean,
in
I've basically had to do
Naruto,
research for
yeah,
it.
in Naruto, effectively, the yang energy and the yin energy being mixed creates the soul of a person. Because we know this because pain can rip out someone's soul and eat it by interpreting information stored in the chakra of the soul.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I just couldn't remember if he was only pulling out the yin or the yang or one part or the
No,
other.
because their body shrivels up too.
Did it?
Yeah, whenever he ate people, they like shriveled up, mummified.
I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've read it though, so I don't know.
His body was not Reggie.
John Unity found dead. The only piece of evidence is a note that says "Get yucked."
You know, of all companies, Disney probably is the most likely to put a hit out on someone.
It probably they have in the past.
I
You
believe
can't
it.
prove it, but they definitely have.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Blake is the only person in Naruto that has a soul, according to this author's hot take. He sensed danger. Someone flicked him on the forehead. Naruto's the Hokage now. That's right. Naruto is 28 years old. We're just gonna skip not only the entirety of Naruto, but 14 years into the epilogue. Yup. So anyway, everyone knows that Blake is from Remnant and that she is going to try and go back to Remnant now. So Blake uses this giant seal and teleports out of Naruto world into Remnant. Yeah. Anyway, so Ruby's in God Eater, and we all know how God Eater goes, and things ain't going great for Ruby. And then Ruby wakes up in Remnant.
Ah, yes, God Eater, where everyone dies is the default ending.
Yes. Also, a mad genius came up with an idea of how to get rid of Ruby, which is by creating a machine that would turn Ruby's aura against her, despite him having no information on her aura, and her being the only person in the entire world with aura. He made a machine that managed to tap soul energy and turn it against the soul. Sure.
Magically turn someone's own soul against them.
Yep.
Stupid.
Get fucked.
And traps her in a force field using her aura. Unfortunately, his aura, his understanding of aura was not great, and instead of creating a bubble to trap Ruby in, it creates a teleportation device, which teleports Ruby back to
No.
Remnant.
No, that's like saying I was trying to bake a cake, and instead I got fucking spaghetti. It doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, it does not work that way.
Ruby's a God Eater? Yeah, Ruby's a God Eater. Yep. Yeah, she's bringing a plague back to Remnant. Yep. Huh? Yep.
Oh, right, there was a plague, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, Remnant's fucked. The origami cells
Remnant
are
was
gonna...
already fucked.
Yeah, but now the origami cells are gonna eat everything.
So they're super fucked.
No, yeah, hyper fucked. And then on top of that, Yang actually loses pretty much all of her power, unless you're gonna say that Remnant is a plane of oblivion. Because Yang's ability to regenerate magicka is based on the fact that she's being bathed in the magicka radiation of creation from the giant rips in reality that they call stars in Elder Scrolls. So without those rips in reality and with an actual sun and actual stars now, assuming that Remnant is not just another plane of oblivion, Yang wouldn't have spells anymore. Salem versus origami cells? Origami. Just hands down. No, Salem's not an immovable object. It doesn't matter, she literally can't die. Doesn't matter, origami is basically hyper flood.
Yeah, but she can't die, so
Doesn't matter.
they can't kill her. It's a movable object against unstoppable force, as I said.
They can just replace all of her cells with origami cells. She's still Salem.
They can?
Yeah. That's how. Yeah. That's how.
No, they couldn't do that because I'm pretty sure her shit is some kind of conceptual grim bullshit tied to the dark god.
No, her infinite lifespan is actually tied to the god of light.
Yeah, but her being part grim is tied to the dark god.
No,
Well,
it's not
no,
either.
Her being
It's-
part grim is because she tried to commit suicide with the pools, and they didn't do anything because the god of light's curse
Yeah.
kicked in.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the dark god aside from he made the pools.
Well, yeah, she literally bathed in his power.
I
Yes.
don't know that's actually his palette. He made it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's tied to him in the way that you're arguing it is.
Yeah, and even then, her ability isn't to not be hurt. Her ability is to regenerate from all wounds, and no wound is capable of being fatal. Which means if a virus infiltrated a cell and did no damage to it, and then started reprogramming the cell, still not doing damage to it, then there'd be nothing to regenerate.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure wasn't there
Because-
some kind of a grim whale ship thing she was riding in,
Yes.
and then she literally got splattered and reconstituted herself from fucking nothing?
Probably.
No. No, she was split in half. And then
Okay,
she
yeah,
all
she
back
splatted
together.
back together, yeah. Point being is that, again, that's her taking damage where the cells got cut in half and then it got reversed. And also keep in mind, she's capable of having kids, and she was capable of having kids like several hundred years after the curse of life, which means that her body, oh wow, she's been having periods for like several thousand years now.
Yes, that means she regenerates and regrows every one of her eggs every time she loses one. Wait.
Oof.
Perpetual MILF, hyper fertile, bad girl. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Okay, well, those are words that I never want you
Salem
to.
just needs some loving, that's all she needs.
And the worst part is, she was able to give birth while a grim thing.
Yeah, well, while she was half, not 3/4 like she is now.
What the
Because
fuck?
remember, it was a stages kind of thing.
What do you mean stages kind of thing? What the fuck are you talking about?
Alright, so she started off as a normal human, right?
Yes.
She took the first dip in the pool, and then she got the freaky eyes,
and the
and
skin and the
kind
hair.
of got the skin, and didn't get the
Yeah.
hair. She looked normal otherwise. Then she took a second dip in the pool, and she became what she is now.
Okay, but that also does prove that there is the ability to change her cells so long as damage isn't being done to them. Because if her cells are changing
I'm not
from
entirely certain that changed her cells.
well,
I mean, they never said it did.
well, I'm pretty fucking certain, dude, that if you cut her in half back in the original before she took a dip in the Grim Pool and she was just cursed to be immortal, and you cut her in fucking half, Grim Goo wouldn't jut out of her like a fucking carnage monster and reconstitute itself by pulling itself back together. So I'm pretty sure that that's a fucking change.
Remember, this is RT, where you pretty much have to write your own world building here.
Right, so my
it's
point being is
possible
that
either way.
origami wins. We can
It's
save
not
her
a
eggs.
win if she still exists.
Well, no, but now she's a grim origami hybrid.
Yes.
The forbidden double dip.
I-
Infinite breeding.
No, she doesn't multiply. She just zoops back together, I guess.
Yeah.
quick update on the Unity thing. This also includes installation and initialization via streaming or web browser.
Amazing. So pretty
Oh,
much
I'm
like
sorry. what?
all of the Flash games.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you reload that web browser, oh no, you just cost that dev a little extra money.
If
Oh,
you've got an
no.
ISP that doesn't use fixed IPs, anytime you rotate an IP, it counts as a new one.
Yes, that too.
Man,
Oh no.
it just keeps getting
Wow.
better and better.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Man, tonight has just been endless revelations, you know? Tonight has just been endless revelations. Anyway, Waishni, the ice-cold knight, closest confidant of King Arthur. Weiss used reinforcement, you know, with her mystic code, Meneister. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, Weiss was just about to kill Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay used Magecraft to initiate a ray shift spell that would transfer Weiss to a different period of time. However, the counterforce stepped in and kicked Weiss out of reality and back to her world.
That is not how the counterforce works. Usually when the counterforce steps in, a country goes Vesuvius.
Well, usually when the counterforce steps in, the person it's taking action against becomes a red smear.
Yes, along with, you know, the country they're residing in.
Well, usually that's more because usually when it gets to the point that the counterforce needs to intervene like that, it's because the whole country needs to be purged. Not because
Yes, true.
like it's not because the whole country needs to explode to kill the person. Sometimes they do, but more because it's just so extreme that the answer to it is extreme.
Dear grid coordinates.
Dear longitude and latitude.
Their time zone.
Dear times. Dear GMT
Well-
line.
You know, we did have that occur in an Interstellar game once.
Yeah, I remember that.
To whatever hemisphere it may concern.
Dear, what? Dear Equator?
Yeah, it was Dear Equator, yeah.
Oh no.
Because I had
Meanwhile,
shot
in-
everything
mean-
in a line, and it hit Max's planet at just the right angle that as his planet turned, the entire equator got annihilated.
No, Sneaky, that was me shooting Arn's planet
Oh,
right before he disconnected.
right.
I just erased an
Okay.
entire hemisphere.
Dear
Yeah,
Hemisphere.
I think I've done similar things as well. But yeah.
Man, why bother with a solar laser when you can just get 100 railguns all firing 4 times?
We really should play ICBM sometime, by the way. That game is really fun.
What game?
ICBM. It's sort of like, have you guys played DEFCON? Nobody?
Okay. Well,
Never heard of
before that,
Yeah.
does it run on Unity? Because that is now a question I have to ask going forward.
Good
Running on
question.
Unity makes it a bonus,
Yeah. Hang on. Here's the
depending on the
link.
publisher.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if
actually know
I
if it's
like the
Unity.
publisher, I don't want to punish them.
Let's see.
I've
I
returned to
don't
complete
actually
silence.
know what
This is
engine
concerning.
it runs on.
I don't know. I mean, that kind of looks like
Bless you.
I don't know, man.
Oh, oh, oh shit! That was this. Sneaky. Did Mass Effect? Was there someone who tried to get ammo microtransactions put into Mass Effect at one point?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, that's the
what the
same
hell?
dude apparently.
Oh yes.
It is in fact the same person. Oh no. Also, Devolver Digital is now in an official tweet saying, "Please include what engine you're using in game pitches. It's important information."
Yeah, apparently.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. No, it was a consumable ammo pack that would refill your ammo. Yeah.
Oof.
Man. The more I hear about this shit, Weasel, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of impressive.
Yeah.
And I assure you, I'm from Chicago. We don't use phrases like shit weasel lightly.
So anyway, Yang wakes up. She blows apart a Beowulf with a single word of foos. She looks down. Blake looks down and realizes she looks like herself before she fell, and is like, "Oh no, I'm gonna release this jutsu on me." And she explodes the air around her with how much chakra she released. But did not get rid of the genjutsu, so she goes, "Oh my god, I am awake and a child." She went back in time. That's right. She is now like 7 years old. And Yang is also like 7 years old. In fact, Yang is in that trailer. Remember that trailer where Ruby is like getting attacked by Beowulfs and Bro has to step in to save them? Because they went on the wagon?
I think they went
don't
off
remember
the
that.
wagon.
Anyway, so yeah, that's when Yang wakes up and she has Dragonborn powers. And she one-shot a Beowulf as like a 5-year-old, and Blake's like also 5 now, and she's like an Eldritch Shinobi. And then Ruby wakes up. Because her body was out of balance and her height was wrong, and she tumbled onto the ground. And her origami cells were no longer hyperactive trying to eat her.
Her what?
Because Ruby went to God Eater. You know, the game God Eater where everything sucks and the game sucks.
Totally makes it, hear you say that.
Nexus
Bill-
has heard me say it quite often, and he lost every single fight about it.
Fair enough.
A God Eater without their armlet was nothing more than origami waiting to transform. Ruby took action immediately and tried to focus all of her aura on her own body, trying to suppress the surge of Oracle energy that was no doubt about to occur. She felt Oracle energy, but it was dormant and passive, almost like she wasn't going to be consumed by origami cells anymore, because the author realized that importing a character from God Eater into Remnant would cause the destruction of Remnant.
Ah, yes, that's a bad idea.
Yes, this post was made by Team Magma. Yeah, that's a good meme, Laura. Anyway, so then Yang comes in, and they're both like, "Oh my god, we thought we lost each other. Now we're back." Anyway, so Weiss wakes up. Oh, by the way, you know Weiss, you know Mana and Odd and all of those special Fateverse stuff that is explicitly exclusive to magic circuits and the planet's energy sphere.
And only works in the Fate universe, yes.
Yeah, you know, guess what? Weiss has magic circuits now in Remnant.
Yay.
Yeah. So, and then, unfortunately for Weiss, unlike the rest of the people, apparently Weiss doesn't decide to be a huntress for a couple more months. And she was very easy to slip into her old personality as a child, despite her decades of service to King Arthur. So yeah, that's Weiss is now the Magus of Elements. That's right. She is the original average one.
Shut the fuck up.
You know.
But you know what? You know who doesn't go back in time but still goes back in time? That's right. John Arc. Ladies and gentlemen, John Arc reappears back in time, but he 18 now.
Oh, so he's Weiss's preferred age demographic.
Yes. Yeah, despite all the rest of Team Ruby showing up when they were 5 and John showing up at the same point in time they did, John's 18.
That's great.
John had a overcompensatingly large handgun with the symbol of an ace printed on it.
Oh, fuck off.
He went to Destiny, fuck you.
He went to Destiny, god damn it.
And a massive slab of iron that could only loosely be called a sword.
Oh my god, fuck you,
No.
author.
Fuck you.
Fuck you 48 different ways from Sunday.
And yeah, it's Destiny. On that day, the Ark family house exploded in the flames of solar, and the neighbors were witness to a comedic scene of 2 men sitting there as 8 females gave them a tongue lashing. Holy shit. This is just a special sort of story. This has to be shared. More people must see this.
You mean more people must suffer?
I know what I said. $11 out of 10. Very recommend. Also, yeah, you can just click on my name and it brings up my stream. Discord crazy like that. Yeah, so they do another time skip of 12 more years. Oh my god, this author loves time skip. Every single fucking chapter is a time skip. A massive time skip.
Yes, we must have time skips.
Oh
Because,
my
you know,
god.
it's the only way to progress the plot.
Yeah, so we finally get to chapter 6. Chapter 6 of 7 currently released. We are currently sitting at 9,000 words. They have gone through the entirety of the plot of Naruto, God Eater, Skyrim, and Destiny in the span of 8,000 words. They've gone there, did it all, and came back in 8,000 words. That is just something else. So anyway, John decides to start a business called Traveler's Home, which is a strange company.
Fuck you,
that-
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
that out of nowhere opened up a year ago with technology so advanced no one could compete with them. And they build these wild things called fusion reactors.
Oh God.
Fuck you, fuck your family, fuck the parents that spawned you.
And then Weiss decided to test the waters of this company existing by commissioning a weapon from them. So blah blah blah. Company hacking attempt. Arthur Watts. Airship. She gets off the airship. She's a true practitioner of magecraft now. She's wearing plate mail. That's right. She's a mage knight. And she waited for Ruby, Yang, and Blake. She spots Blake, who's no longer hiding. Oh no, she's hiding her feline ears again. The new look suits you. Blake hugged her. They all love each other again. Blah blah blah. Ruby shows up in a fucking military uniform akin to the Americans.
No. Weiss looked great in a uniform, sure, but I don't know that Ruby could pull it well.
No.
She could pull it off if it was the same uniform Weiss had, yes.
No, it's the American Greens.
No, she can't pull out. No, you can't pull that off.
Oh, apparently it's only if it makes 200. Well, if it makes 200,000 in revenue, that's when Unity steps in.
Congratulations, they've still pissed off
Yeah,
every
they
single
still pissed
idiot.
off everyone.
So literally
But,
everyone.
Yeah, that's not a good clarification.
Yeah, okay, so that removes Flash games. Congratulations. You've removed the people who are least likely to be able to sue you from suing you. Oh. Anyway, so all of them show up, and they attracted a lot of attention because they had weird-looking clothes on. Says the author of a Ruby story at Beacon.
Irony.
All in all, the group attracted blah blah blah. They all used hand signs to describe their lives to each other in secret. Because they all just learned hand signs that just somehow managed to be universal. Sure. Why not? And of course, hand signs, that's enough to describe how you're the reborn god of destruction. Yeah. Hand signs. And everyone, they're looking at everyone, they see Team Juniper, but they don't see the J of Juniper. Her pale face drained of blood. Weiss was extremely worried. John was her friend. Where was John? They're gonna go find John and rescue him or some shit. Oh, but you know what John's doing actually? John's out hunting White Fang like the animals they are. You know what weapon John's using that he brought with him?
Is it a sword?
I'll give you a hint. It's called Wish Ender.
Cool. Bruh!
Uh,
You don't just use Wish Ender on people.
Yeah, just
No, why not?
casually roll out a fucking god. Just gonna go kill some people with a god.
with somebody's pocket god.
He badly wanted to use the power of the sun to burn down everyone inside. But he decided not to. I don't... Guys, Wish Ender is just a fancy bell. Oh, wait, are you sure? But Wish Ender was one of the relics.
One of the multiple gods shoved into a piece of gear.
Oh, it's not just. Oh, it's just the X-ray bow. Okay, just an X-ray bow.
Just a bow that cheats.
But it is an exotic, so you'll have to forgive us. I mean, come on, that does look like a bone. I don't know, man. I know I always say you at least have to have some build up to your characters having those powers, and that, and I can objectively say the story would be worse if the author just started off the story with, you know, them all showing up at Beacon and Ruby's a god eater and Yang's the dragonborn. And, you know, all of that shit. It's just like that's how the story opens up. Yes, when I say the story's worse then, but that's like, yeah, the story becomes a 0.5. It used to be a 1, now it's a 0.5. The bar was low. And there
He picked
wasn't
up a shovel and started digging.
there wasn't much left to to go under with. It's not that special.
Look,
Yeah,
they
that's right.
moved the limbo bar to hell for a reason.
I just... Oh, holy shit. Alright, well, you know what, gentlemen? It's 9 o'clock. We've had our fun here. You know, I'm sure by the time Friday rolls around, this Unity thing is just gonna get even funnier. So, you know what?
Oh, I expect by the time Friday rolls around, the lawsuits will have begun in earnest.
It'll be great. Anyway, so, you know... We will come back because there is, unfortunately, always more. And it always gets worse.